Hi, I'm Jeremy Shinewald, founder and president of MBA Mission. I'm now more than 20 years into MBA Mission, and the company certainly has grown well beyond my expectations. But at the core of this business, fundamentally, is my love of individual stories. Every single candidate has their own story to tell, and if you work hard enough at it, you can figure out exactly what's interesting and different and indeed fascinating about each person. And I think that's what motivates me in this space, and I think that's what motivates every single person on our team. Before MBA Mission, I started my career as a speechwriter for the Israeli ambassador to the United States. So core to my being is an understanding of excellent written and verbal communication. That is very much the genesis of my work. When I started working with clients myself, I was able to see them not just write a better essay, but fundamentally communicate better and better understand how to communicate with others. So I'm one of the founders of the industry in the MBA space, and I ended up in the space very much by accident. I was applying my writing and communication skills from my speechwriting background for friends and family, and as they all started to get into their target programs, they started to refer their friends who referred their friends. I remember one of my first clients, he was skeptical, he was hesitant. I said, you know what, I'll work with you for free for 2 weeks. Let's see what happens, and after 2 weeks, if you want to continue, pay me, and if you don't, no hard feelings. And after 2 weeks, he certainly paid me. He got into all 3 of the schools that he applied to. And at the end, he said to me, I'm going to refer you to all of my friends. And I said to him, thank you, that means a lot to me. And he said, I'm not doing that for you, I'm doing that for them. And that's when I realized what true service orientation means. It's an extremely gratifying experience to see that something that you've collaborated with and you've coached an individual and all of a sudden they have achieved the height of their success. That's an experience like no other. That's what makes this business so gratifying for me, for every member of our team. I grew this business with 2 basic principles. The first principle was find other people who can be as passionate as me about this and want to commit to this as a full-time profession. We're in an industry of part-timers, and part-time attention doesn't get full-time results. Part-time attention doesn't change lives. Hiring people who are going to do this and be all in on it was absolutely critical. And the second thing was hiring people who are better than me. Finding people who are even better communicators, finding people who had different skills that could complement mine, could educate me. And we now have a team of almost 30 consultants, and we are constantly educating each other. We're constantly learning from each other. This is a community of consultants who are working together full time, and that makes an enormous difference. I always thought of myself as a service provider and extremely committed to every single individual's experience. It never occurred to me that I could buffet that experience through resources that would also help our clients. I wrote a book, The Complete Start to Finish Guide to MBA Admissions. We wrote our Insider's Guides. You can download those for free on our website. And we created onTrack by MBA Mission as a massive additional layer of support for all of our clients. And all of these tools and resources are able to buffet, to support, to improve the experiences of our clients and give them literally everything they need to succeed. If there's ever anything a client needs, if there's ever a client who says to us, I need this resource, we're on top of it right away, because the best way to grow a business is by delighting your clients. And that is 100% what we're committed to at MBA Mission. After more than 20 years, I am still incredibly close to our clients, and I make myself available for free consultations just like everyone else on our team. So if you want to talk to me about your profile, if you want to get the benefit of my long view on the industry, my experience with thousands of individuals out there, then I encourage you to click on our free consultation link and schedule a half an hour with me. I would be delighted to talk to you personally.